Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Smarter Everyday Over Learning. Students, just make your day smarter by learning the new thing today, that is about periodic table. See students, if I ask you one question, if the element calcium belongs to which period and which group? And students, if I ask you, if the element zinc belongs to which period and which group? So students, this type of questions you may have in your competitive exams. So there are some tricks to find out the elements, finding the elements which belongs to which group and which period. So students, in this class we are going to learn about those tricks, what we are having to find the element belongs to which period and which group. Students, you know that we are having the periodic table. So in that S, P, D, F 4 blocks are present. So in these 4 blocks some elements can be presented here. For suppose for the S block elements, if you want to find out the element which belongs to S block, that for that only there must be one clue is there, one trick is there. I'll give you that correct explanation about that. So students, without doing any late, let's start today's class. See students, here I brought it for you, a long form of the periodic table. So here groups given vertically, and see here horizontally, these are the periods. Blue color, this is S block. P block, yellow color, this is here onwards completely P block elements. Then the middle D block or transition elements. See students, at the bottom of the periodic table there are 2 blocks will be given, lanthanoids and actinoids here at the bottom. This is lanthanoids also called as 4F series, actinoids 5F series, and these are the inner transition elements. Why? Because these have taken from these transition elements from D block elements. Students, if I ask you one question, here boron belongs to which period and which group? And students, if the atomic number 6 and the mass number is 12, that element belongs to which period and which group? So students, if you answer these type of questions, this class is helpful to you. Let's start the class. There are some tricks to find period and group. See students, here example. For period, only for period, write the electronic configuration of the element, then you have to find out the maximum value of N. So here I have taken the example of aluminium. Aluminium atomic number 13. If I write the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. See students, here is this is the K shell, L shell and M shell. So the maximum value of N. So here the maximum value of N is 3p1. Students, so that for the period write the electronic configuration. So here this element aluminium belongs to P block and third period. Why? Because the maximum value of N here 3, so that this belongs to third period and P block element. So students, for the period only, if you write the electronic configuration, you can find out that the maximum number of N value here, that is the period number of the particular element. We'll check the answer here. Third period aluminium. So where it is aluminium here, so aluminium belongs to third period Then 13 group. For groups we shall discuss further. I will take the next example for the calculation of the period only. Beryllium. For beryllium, atomic number is 4. If you write the electronic configuration for these 1s2 and 2s2, students, here the maximum number of n value is, that is nothing but 2. So this beryllium belongs to S block. This is the S block element and second period. Second period. We'll check about beryllium, students. See here, beryllium, atomic number 4 and belongs to second period, nothing but second group. Okay. So students, we'll start the tricks. If you see the formula for finding the group number, see students, for S block elements, the number of electrons present in ns orbital. So in the ns orbital, the total number of electrons, how many are there, that number is the group number for S block elements. See students, for the P block elements, the number of electrons in ns orbital plus np orbital plus 10. See students, while we are writing the example of this P block elements, we shall conclude this one. And for the D block elements, number of electrons present in ns orbital and n-1 d orbital. Just like n-1 d means penultimate shell. We shall go through these formulae with some examples. For the question, if the element which is having the atomic number 20 belongs to which period and which group? So students, the atomic number is 20, they have given in the question. For this 20, we have to find out which element is that and it belongs to which period and which group. So students, as you know that atomic number 20 means that element is calcium. So if you write the electronic configuration for these students, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2. So you know that this belongs to S block. Why? Because while writing the electronic configuration for this, the maximum value of n, that is here 4. So students, this belongs to fourth period. And students, we have to find out this calcium belongs to which group. So for S block, you know that this calcium belongs to S block element. So for S block, what is the formula? Number of electrons present in ns. So here ns is the 4s. Then here the electrons number is 2. 2 electrons are present here. So this belongs to second group. So if you take the another example for this, and if you take the atom of carbon, so carbon atomic number is 6, and if you write the electronic configuration for this, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So students, 2p2, this belongs to P block element. We shall take the next example for this. For S block elements, next example, that is sodium. Sodium atomic number 11. If you write the electronic configuration for this, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. So students, this is the maximum value of n value here, 3s1. So this belongs to S block element, and students, belongs to third period, and in this only one electron is present in its outermost shell. So this belongs to first group. Okay students, sodium belongs to third period and first group. Let's check it answer. Sodium. See students, where the sodium is located. See here, sodium belongs to third period and as well as first group. Okay students, let's start the P block elements. Example, P block elements example. If the atom has the atomic number 15 and the mass number is 31. Atomic number is 15 and the mass number is 31. Find the elements, group number and as well as period number. So students, for 15 atomic number, that element is phosphorus. If you write the electronic configuration for these students, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. According to Euler diagram, you have to draw the electronic configuration like this. So, this is the last shell. Here n is equal to 3. That means the maximum value of n is equal to 3. So that it belongs to third period. For finding the group number for this p block element, this is the formula: ns electrons plus np electrons plus 10. As I said previously, this is p block element, ns plus np plus 10. So if you see here, by seeing the electronic configuration, ns electrons are 2 plus np electrons, how many is 3 plus 10. The total is 15. So this element phosphorus belongs to 15th group, students. Then if you want to check the answer, phosphorus, third period and 15th group. See here, phosphorus belongs to p block element. This is 15th group, and students, this is the third period and the 15th group. Okay students, and I'll start with the next example. If you see the element of carbon, atomic number 6 and configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So the maximum value of n here 2p. Now the carbon belongs to p block. Here, and students, then for the p block, this is the formula ns plus np plus 10. Then if you do for this, ns plus np plus 10. See students, here ns electrons are 2 and np electrons also 2 plus 10. The number is 14. So carbon belongs to 14th group and second period. Okay students, let's start the next example with d block elements. D block elements, the formula you know that, ns electrons, that means ultimate shell electrons, n minus 1 d electrons, that is penultimate shell electrons. Let's do the simple calculation for this. D block elements, if you take the example of zinc for this, atomic number 30, and if you write the electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. See here, this 1s2 belongs to K shell, L and M. This also M. This is N shell. Here outermost shell, that is 4s2. That means maximum value of N here 4. So students, this belongs to fourth period, and here it belongs to D block element, so that we can apply that formula, ns electrons plus n minus 1 d electrons. Ns electrons, how many students here? 2 electrons, and n minus 1 d electrons, that means penultimate shell electrons we have to find out here. Here M shell is the penultimate shell. In this penultimate shell, you can take the electrons of d orbital. How many students? There are only 10. How much students? 12. So zinc belongs to 12th group. Okay, clear? And I can go to the next example. We shall check about zinc, students. Zinc, 4th period, 12th group. Here see zinc, where it is located, zinc here. So 4th period, 12th group. Okay students, we'll start the next example of which one? Cobalt we can take. Cobalt, that is the atomic number 27 If you write the electronic configuration for these students, 27, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d7. This is the configuration of cobalt. Then students, this is 4s2. If you segregate this as shells wise, K, L, M, N, and N is the outermost shell here, that is 4s2. 4 is the maximum value of N here. So cobalt belongs to 4th period. And students, and cobalt belongs to D block element. And if you apply this formula, Ns plus N minus 1 D, then students, in Ns there are 2 electrons, then 2 plus. In the N minus 1 penultimate shell, there are only 8 electrons in the D orbital. If you add these two, you should get 9. So this belongs to 9th group. So this is the explanation about the tricks to find the periods and groups in the periodic table. Let's recall the concept what we have learnt in this class. For the periods, for the verification, for the calculation of the periods, if you write the electronic configuration, then if you take the maximum value of the n, you can get the period number easily. For this, with the example aluminum, we did like this. And students, if you want to find the group number, for the S block, one formula is there. But for P block, for D block also, 3 separate formula is there here. That is number of electrons present in ns orbital. That number should give the details of the group number. For the P block elements, ns orbital electrons and p orbital electrons plus 10. If you do like this, you should get the group number for the P block elements. For the D block elements, here you have to know about ultimate shell and the penultimate shell here. For this formula is ns electrons plus n minus 1 d electrons. That means n minus 1 is penultimate shell. In that, d orbital electrons you have to take for the calculation. These are the examples for the tricks to find the period number and the group number. Okay students, I hope you all understand today the class. And students, if you have any doubts, then you can convey the doubt in the comment section. I'll give you the reply. And students, be practice. Take the elements from the periodic table. By doing the electronic configuration and by writing the electronic configuration, you have to find out that element, that particular element belonging to which group and which period. So students, these 3 tricks are very helpful to you. Okay? If you like this class, please share to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.